Britney Spears is sending a stronger message to her younger sis. As Jamie Lynn Spears continues to talk about her ongoing sibling feud while promoting her new memoir, Things I Should Have Said, Britney is now exploring potential legal action. Through her lawyer, Mathew S. Rosengart, the pop star sent the Zoey 101 alum a cease and desist letter over the release of her new memoir, claiming that the book is filled with, quote, outrageous claims. Quote, we write with some hesitation because the last thing Britney wants is to bring more attention to your ill-timed book and its misleading or outrageous claims about her. Although Britney has not read and does not intend to read your book, she and millions of her fans were shocked to see how you have exploited her for monetary gain. She will not tolerate it, nor should she, reads the letter, which was obtained by NBC News. The high-profile attorney then notes that Britney had to endure a 13-year conservatorship that, quote, stripped her of civil rights and fundamental liberties, and she will no longer be bullied by anyone. Quote, publicly airing false or fantastical grievances is wrong, especially when designed to sell books. It is also potentially unlawful and defamatory. You recently reportedly stated that the book was not about her. She takes you at your word, and we therefore demand that you cease and desist from referencing Britney during your promotional campaign, the letter continued. The letter ended by noting if Jamie Lynn fails to stop talking about her older sister, Britney will be forced to take legal action. The cease and desist letter comes amid the sisters going back and forth on social media over Jamie Lynn's recent interviews in her new book, which hit stands just 2 months after Britney's longtime conservatorship was terminated. The Sweet Magnolias actress recently told Access Hollywood about the release date and why it was important for her to stick to it, despite facing potential backlash over it.
Well, once again, every time that I've ever wanted to do something in my life, it's always seemed to have been overshadowed by something else. But this book is something that I've worked on for a long time, using my voice and crafting. And I've spent my whole life navigating when I should do this or when I should do that. And this was a deadline that was set over a year ago, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. And that's a part of my personal growth, not changing it to please other people and sticking to this. Yes, is the climate different at times? It's always going to be ever changing, but for the first time, I'm sticking to something that was mine from the beginning and still is mine. And I didn't give in to that space of, well, this will make everyone else happier.
Yeah, I just want to read something to you from the book that I thought was like, to me, it was one of the things that I was like, I cannot wait to have this conversation with Jamie.
Okay.
It was tough to read. I imagine it was very tough to write. But you said, no one protected me from the backlash of my older sister's struggles or prepared me for what our silence would cost. We were a tight-knit family torn apart by money, distorted truths, and undisclosed personal issues. And I want to know from you how you are reconciling some of this with your sister, with your father, with your mother, and now in your own families, but specifically you and your sister, how you are rallying around each other, now.
And again, like I said, it's a process that we're all going through and in different ways and shapes and forms, and I respect everyone's process. And it's silly, like, I think what I mean by that is that, I was always taught to be perfect and to pretend like things are perfect. And perhaps at times I should have been like, no, things suck right now, or I'm mad at this person right now, or whatever it is, because by not doing that, it only led to a perspective that necessarily was one-sided. And I mean, I know this is going to be silly to say, but like, I look at like the Housewives and how like Kyle Richards and Kathy and them like were openly honest about things that like when they didn't talk or they were angry about things or whatever it is. Yeah. And you know what? That's so understandable and so relatable. And I just wish that I wouldn't have been so scared to be honest about everything and anything, because now I think that I've learned that matters, and the truth is that all we have.